Umar Johnson almost lost his life over this school scam, according to a man who claimed he witnessed a gentleman pull up with a pistol to a church for Umar Johnson. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is going to be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is going to be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit. This didn't happen recently. It apparently happened a couple of years ago. But the reason why we're hearing about it now is because, like the man who documented this is apparently dropping a documentary on Dr. Umar Johnson's school scam, and he's releasing footage from that day.
Okay, so the Umar Johnson documentary.
Man. Yeah, he's not.
Is he? One day, me and a friend of mine named me and a friend of mine named Anissa, right? We were just randomly walking on 8th Avenue, and we seen like people marching. They being, when you march, you get the police escort. And I'm into Marcus Garvey. So I see the Garvey flag. They got the Garvey. I said, no, this is cool. I'm following them. Got the Garvey flag out. I'm Garvey. They going to church on 127 on Adam Clayton Powell. Then we going to church now. We see Dr. Umar. I'm like, oh, that's Umar. She said, who's that? I said, you don't know Dr. Umar? Dr. Umar is that? Then they hit her like, oh, yeah, I know. She don't really know, but I know more about it because of school. So I'm not there to do no Umar documentary or nothing. I'm just there fascinated by Umar. And I know he said about the school, and I know it's taking time, and I heard certain things. So in that church on 127, when you go in, it's a hallway, and it's a door here, you go in, and a door here to go in the church to sit down. In between the doors is a hallway. We sat down, and we heard, nigga, what happened to the school? What's up with the school? And Umar didn't say anything. We just heard this man saying, nigga, what's up to school? And all of a sudden now, guy pulls out the gun. Cause we heard there was 3 Garveyite women there. And they said, no, brother, don't do it, brother.
This is obviously no laughing matter. If we believe Umar Johnson is scamming, we should be pushing for Umar Johnson to go to jail, not for somebody to shoot and kill Umar Johnson in the middle of a church. So clearly, all right, we have that stance out there so nobody can misconstrue what I'm about to say. Now, this just goes to show people have been onto Umar Johnson for 5+ years now, because this incident apparently happened 4 or 5 years ago where somebody pulled up on him for running and perpetuating this school scam. Now, it was unclear the exact reason, because if they pulled up on Umar Johnson because they donated money to the school and they feel hoodwinked and violated and taken advantage of and scammed, and they want to take justice into their own hands, that's one thing. But it's hard for me to believe that somebody pulled up on Umar Johnson looking for that smoke because they donated. I don't think anybody is dumb enough to donate $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 to Umar Johnson, something so substantial that they're willing to go to jail for a very long time over. I think the more logical conclusion here is the same thing that happened with Don. If you guys don't know who Don is, Don actually sued Umar Johnson and won in court. But Umar Johnson, apparently, I became his enemy because of this Don situation, okay? So when I was a small YouTuber, my guy called TCTV, he interviewed this guy called Don. Don was a homeless guy in Philadelphia. Now, Don did work on the school for Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson recruited Don to come and do work in the school. Now, Umar Johnson even allowed Don to sleep in the school, which was highly illegal. But Umar Johnson offered to pay Don, I believe, like $1,000 a month to do all type of handiwork in the school, right, for hours on end a day. Imagine doing 40 hours of work, right, per week for $1,000 a month. But Umar Johnson was taking advantage of this homeless guy. Now, when it was time to pay Don the $1,000, Umar Johnson gave Don like a 10% of it or 20% of it, and Don felt highly insulted because at the time, Don was coming up to the school to get the money from Umar Johnson so he could take a girl out on a date. Don priorities was effed up. So when he gets there thinking he about to have a lot of money to spend, Umar Johnson told him, hey, brother, I don't got it, man. Here is, right? So even with that situation, how he did Don, I could very easily see if Umar Johnson did the wrong person like that, I could very easily see somebody pulling up to get it back in blood. Now, if that's the case now, we got to re-examine this situation because I can't be no hypocrite, bro. I don't know what I would do if I'm at my lowest. If I'm as low as I could go, I'm in a very vulnerable position, and you play with my money, I don't know what I'll do. So I can't be no hypocrite here, man. I would have to know more.
That's when I was like, I got to get that. I jumped up. So I'm recording, running to the door. Remember, there's a door here.
You should work for TMZ.
And a door here.
That's what it sounds like, a TMZ moment.
Umar is like, yo, brother, why we gotta do that, brother, this and that, as we going, because we way in the front and we could hear it.
And he's saying this is the brother who's pulling out the gun.
Dude pull out the gun on Umar, blow his head off. And all I see is the dude, the 3 Garvey-eyed women, in between Umar and the shooter. And so he panicked because they in the way. He gonna have to shoot them too. So by the time we got to the door, I seen the crack of the door, I could see. By the time we got there, he runs off. Umar now comes on the stage, and Umar's telling everybody what the noise was about, and Umar is saying, I gotta move different. I almost lost my life. This and that, this and that. So now years go by now, I know there ain't no school.
And this is what started you doing the Umar.
Right. Because he almost died. Homie came. And then.
So is this Umar documentary?
This was recent.
Finished?
This was probably like, I'm going to tell you what year this was. This wasn't that long. This was probably like 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. Or 5 years ago. This was around like before COVID.
Okay, so 2019?
Yeah, around there. So look now.
If that incident happened today, the reaction will be a whole lot different than the reaction from 5 years ago. That's just a fact. Because 5 years ago, for the most part, Umar Johnson would be a martyr. Oh my God, why are you trying to do that to the brother? The brother is building. Because at the time, people weren't really hip to the scam like that. In 2026, that happened. It's bad to say now, but it would be, man, hey, man. Man, don't be playing with folks' money, Umar. Hey, man, see, we try to warn you, Umar. That will be the reaction if something would have happened to Umar Johnson in 2026. Now, the brother moves on and talks about the school. Now, I seen a footage he's about to discuss, but I didn't know it was his footage. So he's about to discuss how, he's gone to the school a couple of times. He's gone and gotten footage from the school. He would even claim that he has went to the school as recently as this week, a couple of days ago. And when Umar Johnson talks about how the renovation is done, how the school looks amazing, the brother would claim that's false because he's went to the school as recently as this week. And what he saw is not a finished school. What he saw is a school that needs a hell of a lot more work.
On Frederick Douglass's birthday, we completed the renovations at FDMG, so we completely done.
School is done.
School is done.
Congratulations.
We're just trying to get an inspection now.
You know what I find interesting, Dr. Umar? People would like to say you a scammer, right? And I say Dr. Umar has the school. The school is there.
I don't mind the allegations,
I've
but
seen
show
the renovations.
proof.
But the school is there. They can't say you didn't use the money
for 7
to
years.
buy the building, to renovate it, and all of that type of stuff. But I have heard people say he'll never get accreditation.
Well, here's the thing. You don't need accreditation.
Years go by, no school, no school. So what I said was, I want to really see what's going on with this school. So that's when I booked the ticket, go to Wilmington, and I did the whole video forensics on the school, and it went viral.
Okay.
To where...
And this is the school where Umar...
Right. the top tier dudes on Umar is only one guy. He's the king of the Umar. Anything with Umar. That's Leonard Harner. A guy named Leonard Harner. He's like the TMZ of tracking Umar everything. He put my footage up too. Because of the way I did it.
Okay.
2 other people went, but the way I did it was different. And that's when people really saw the devastation. That, okay, this is a
And
game.
this is current. This is something you have
This
out
is current.
currently.
So I said, I said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do the Umar documentary because I got the footage from the church. So
How come you never thought to do a Diddy documentary? Do you
Diddy-
think now you should have?
Diddy,
Now that you see what's happening
okay.
now?
50 beat him to that one.
so
Clearly.
So, all right. So we're gonna cut this
Yeah.
short. We got to get to the point factors here because we're
Yeah.
gonna have to cut short.
So put it like this: my Umar footage made Umar showed up at the school recently when you saw him recently,
Wow.
because it went viral, and then I went back again, and it went viral again
Okay.
because I did the follow up to see if
So
Umar,
you have a relationship with Umar?
saw
Are
the
you
video,
guys?
no. When Umar saw the video, he knew he had to go do PR, and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix that." So I gave him a chance. So I went back like a month ago.
Did you ever
Umar
try to
ain't
reach
fixed
out to
nothing.
him? Did you ever try to reach out to him? Maybe.
Nah,
Hear
he
from
not gonna
him?
respond to me.
So you're okay because you kept putting him
But
out
because
there.
I know the truth now. You
Yeah.
really
Okay,
you
so-
really chucking and jiving. You
What
didn't
you say
do
you
nothing
are.
for the school.
Obviously, I disavow all violence against Umar Johnson and anyone for that matter. But if you're Umar Johnson, you have to ask yourself, is this really the best way to keep myself safe? Right? To keep giving people the runaround? Think about it for a second, man. Is it really the best way for myself to keep taking people's money and keep giving them the runaround for this passion project that's probably never gonna come into fruition? If you're Umar Johnson, right, and you really got to sit down with yourself and think, man, I'm giving these people hope. I'm telling them I'm gonna save their black boys. I'm gonna save their black sons. I'm gonna give their sons a second chance at life with my education. With this education, I'm gonna give them, right? If your son is a troubled kid, got ADHD, he's diagnosed, he can't function in regular schools, and you just want a way for your kid to live a normal life, Umar Johnson is promising you he's about to change your kid's life, and you are pouring as much money as you have to offer into it so he can get the school open up fast. So hopefully your kid can go to high school with Umar Johnson and have a normal life and get put down on a better path. You have all your hopes. And Umar Johnson tell you, I'm opening up April 2nd, 2021. 2021 comes, it doesn't open up. I'm opening up September 2nd, 2023. It doesn't come. Your son graduates. Now imagine the level of fury you're gonna feel after 5, 6, 7 years go by, and your kid who was once, I don't know, like an elementary schooler who was once, let's say, in like the 6th grade, 7 years go by, he's now a freshman in college, and you donated all that money to Umar Johnson for no reason. You would feel fury. If you're Umar Johnson, man, you gotta be careful, bro, because people ain't playing with their money, man. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how NBA YoungBoy just woke up to one of the most horrifying news of his life. I'm going to see you guys in this NBA YoungBoy video. And if you enjoy my content, like this video and click the hype button that pops up after you like it. That's the best way to show support. You get 3 free hypes a week. Please, please, please send me a hype to push my videos in the algorithm for me. I'm going to see you guys in this NBA YoungBoy video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.